Today I'm making crispy pork belly. It's crunchy, tender and very moist. This recipe is for 8 to 10 servings. The ingredients needed are 1.4 kilograms of pork belly, some vinegar, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion oil, 1 tablespoon of 5 spice powder, 3/4 tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and oil for deep frying. The full list of ingredients is in the See More link. First, prepare the pork belly. As they are very long, I am cutting them into half to get manageable pieces. Next, boil all the meat with the skin facing downward. Switch on the heat. Pour enough water to submerge them completely. This is to pre-cook the pork so we can easily make holes in the skin. Cover the lid and let it come to a rolling boil. This takes about 30 minutes. Meanwhile, make the rub. Add the 5 spice powder, pepper, and garlic powder in a mixing bowl. Give it a whisk until well combined. Alright, perfect. Set it aside with the salt. After about 17 minutes, the pork belly has changed color and the water has reduced a little. Turn them to cook the meat evenly. Continue to cook for 10 more minutes. After 29 minutes, the pork belly is cooked, especially the skin, but it is still tough. A lot of impurity has been removed from the pork as well. Flip it one more time and continue to cook for 1 more minute. Switch off the heat. Transfer all the pork belly to cooling rack and set aside to let it cool slightly. Discard the water from the pan. After 5 minutes, they have cooled slightly but still hot to handle. Use a small knife with a sharp point like this and make small incisions all over the pork skin. This increases the surface area to draw out more moisture from the skin later. If you have the skin picker, it can be used as well. Please be careful when doing this to prevent yourself from accidentally hurting yourself. I am using a pair of tongs to handle the pork as it is too hot and for safety purposes. This takes some time, so I will continue until I have completed all 4 pieces. Alright, that's the last of it. Use a kitchen towel to wipe off the moisture from the pork skin. And a large tray to remove all the moisture. Cut the pork skin into half, stopping just above the meat layer. This makes it easier to cut the pork into bite-sized pieces later. Then, sprinkle and rub the salt all over the pork in 2 to 3 batches for an even marination. Make sure to rub on the side as well. Turn all the pork so the skin is facing down. Then pour 1/4 of onion oil over each of the pork meat. Lightly rub it all over the meat. Next, rub the 5 spice powder mix all over the meat, distributing them evenly. Alright, all done. Flip the pork belly so that the skin is facing upward. With a clean tissue, dab the surface to remove any moisture on the skin. Place all the marinated pork belly with the skin facing downward onto a large glass or ceramic tray or casserole. Then pour enough vinegar to submerge the skin and fatty layer of the pork. For my pan, I needed about 500 ml of vinegar. Let it soak for 20 minutes. This draws the moisture from the pork skin through osmosis. After 20 minutes, transfer the pork onto a clean, large tray. And discard all the vinegar liquid. Place the pork belly into the air fryer to remove more of the fat and moisture. I will do it in 2 batches as it cannot fit all of them. Let it fry for 25 minutes at 160 C or 320 F. Alright, it is done. Remove from the air fryer and repeat with the remaining bellies. Place the air fried ones on the cooling rack to cool completely. See, a lot of moisture and fat has been extracted and the skin has dried out as well. Alright, all the pork bellies has completely cooled. I am going to freeze them in cling wrap in an airtight container. Keep like this. The pork bellies can last for up to 6 to 8 weeks to cook later. Alright, it has been 2 weeks. I am going to cook the crispy pork belly. Store them at room temperature until completely defrosted. Remove from the cling wrap. There is some moisture from the thawing. I am using clean paper towel to dab them dry. This reduces the oil splashes later. Be careful not to remove too much of the dry wrap. Alright, all done. I have prepared a pot of oil for deep frying. Check if the oil is ready by dipping a pair of wooden cooking chopsticks and looking for bubbles. The oil is ready. Insert a heat-proof steamer stand at the bottom of the pan to create a gap between the pork skin and bottom of the pan. This is for the pork skin to have more room to crack up freely. Put in the pork belly with the skin at the bottom. Let it cook for a medium-high heat for about 8 minutes. Pour some oil over the top to lightly cook it. After 8 minutes, the pork belly skin is cooked as it can be easily lifted up from the stand. Flip them to the other side and cook for 1 minute. Be careful for any oil splashes. After 1 minute, the meat layer has browned very nicely. Flip it again to brown on the skin layer for about 1 minute as well. After 1 minute, the pork skin is a beautiful golden brown too. Remove from the oil. Switch off the heat and rest it on a cooling rack to drip off any excess oil. Repeat the step for the second batch. As the oil is very hot now, I am cooking these two for 6 minutes with the skin side down. Alright, all done. Remove the pork belly from the oil. Rest it on a cooling rack and drip off any excess oil to cool slightly. After pork belly is cool enough to handle, cut it into half with a sharp knife, following the cut made earlier on the skin. Then cut it into bite-sized pieces. Can you hear the lovely crunch? I can't wait to enjoy it with my family. Serve with some cilantro stock and sour spicy chicken chili sauce. Now our crispy pork belly is ready to be served. Dip in the chili sauce and let's eat. So good, so delicious. The crunch says it all. Thank you for watching. Please like and share if you have enjoyed this video. This is Home Cooking with Somjit. Thank you and bye-bye.